On September 4th, 2024, Florida police responded to a domestic violence call in which a woman reported that she and her boyfriend had been involved in an altercation on their boat.
Are you Amanda?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't know. My boyfriend's just being a for the past 2 days, and I tried to leave the house today, and I come back, and he just wants to constantly be a I mean, he threw stuff this morning. It's just like he's been super irritated. I can't be around him without him flipping. And then I come back from dollar store and going to the botanical gardens and stuff, and I come back and he's just laying there. And then I'm trying to put something on in the bathroom, and he just about the door the whole time, about the heater and the heat and the air on the boat. And I'm just like, he just wants to yell at me over everything. And so he's laying there on the bed, and I just sprayed water on him because he pissed me off.
What did you use to spray water on? Was it like a spray bottle?
Sink water.
Okay. Did you have it like in your hand and you threw it, or was it in a cup? Or
no, it was in the thing because it's right next to our bed.
What thing?
To the hose.
Do you have like one of those
hose things?
Okay, so you have a hose attached to your sink.
Yeah.
Okay. So you sprayed water on him while he was in bed.
And then he flipped out through the TV and came at me, and then he's like, "Tell me you love me, tell me you love me," and I'm just like, "I don't love you if you're being a dick. I can't do this."
Okay. Do you guys live together on the boat? Who owns the boat? Is it in both your names?
It's in my name, but he's paid for half of it.
But it's registered to you?
Yeah.
Okay. How long are you guys married or just dating?
We've been together for a year.
A year. And so you live together, so you've been together for a year. Do you have your ID on you real quick? Has he left since you've called us?
No, he's still on the boat.
And
I took his phone because I didn't know. Because then he calls someone and then he disappears, and I don't know. So.
Okay. All right. So after you sprayed water on him, what specifically did he do?
He jumped up through the TV. TV's on the bed. Then he decided to go into the V-berth and pout like a child. And I was like, "Get the boat. I'm not putting up with this today."
021.
So did you tell our dispatchers that he grabbed you?
Yes.
Can you tell me about when and then how he grabbed you?
He just came at me like here. It wasn't necessarily choking me, but it was just sort of a quick thing.
So did he push you? Did he grab your neck or your throat? What did he specifically like?
He just grabbed me here and pushed me against the
Okay.
wall.
Was your breathing constricted at all?
No.
Okay.
We're over at the Starfish 5.
Starfish 5 over there. What's the guy's name?
Joseph.
Joseph.
Any weapons on that boat?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I have his phone in case he's asking for it.
Why do you have his phone? Why do you have his phone?
Because I was scared he was going to call someone and run away.
Yeah. I'll be over there in just 2 seconds,
I
guys.
don't know if you want to give this to him.
Just hold on to it since you already have it for now.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. This has happened.
All right. So, all right. Let me
times.
go ahead and put your purse down for me real quick. I do have to take some pictures. Can you show me your hands straight out?
There's nothing in my hands.
I know. I still have to document. Okay. Do you have any? This scratch from that's like
No,
pimples
that's
or old?
just from me just picking.
Okay. Any scratches, bruises, or anything?
No.
From anything else?
It
Okay.
was just sort of like I just wanted to leave before things got chaotic, because it does tend to get chaotic.
Okay. Did you, at any time, besides the water, did you hit him, push him, or anything like that?
No, not
during. Okay. All right. Give me 2 seconds. Just gonna move in case somebody needs to leave. Just have a seat there in the shade for me.
Oh. All right, I'm coming in.
Joseph!
Joseph!
Joseph! Can you come out, please? Talk to us?
Oh my God.
How's it going?
Not great.
Yeah, we got to talk to you because she's saying you two got into some sort of argument.
She's come home
Do
twice.
you have any weapons in there?
No weapons.
For our safety, can you step right here and talk to us on the pier?
Pants on first.
Ah, yeah, sure, of course.
She's come home twice. She threw her phone at me, her keys at me while I was sleeping.
Okay.
And then I tried to call the police, and she stole my phone and ran off.
Okay.
She's got my phone and everything.
Can you come and step right up? You have your ID with you?
In my wallet. Can I get my
If
wallet?
yeah, sure, grab your wallet.
She's done this 3 times, and the last time she threw a lamp at my head.
Okay.
So
Why didn't you call us when she does
she
stuff
took
like
my
that?
phone.
No, you said before.
She said she wouldn't do it again, and we make up. You know what I mean?
Ooh, you okay?
That was my debit card, man. I'm not in a good way, guys. This needs to end. She can't feel like she can call people and tell them that I'm homeless.
Thank you.
This is my house. I pay rent. Okay. I'm over it, man. She has family in town. You know what I mean? I have nothing.
Of course.
So
how long have you guys been dating?
a year?
A year? Okay.
Yeah, man. I picked her up in the Bahamas. It's gone, dude.
I mean, it's a green, so eventually if you want to
I
dive
can
and get
cancel
it.
this. It's a cash app card, man.
So,
It's just all very irritating, you know, and she attacked me, man.
Joseph, just tell us from the beginning
Yeah.
today's situation.
So I was asleep. She got up, got pissed about something, and left. Went to go shopping.
You were both asleep.
We were both asleep. I get
woke
up
up
at
and
about
left.
7:30 because we both work downtown. I get up at 7:30. I'm sitting there playing on my phone. She gets up. She starts yelling at me that I'm not cuddling her or something like that. I'm on my phone, and then she leaves. She goes shopping. And
What was she yelling at you about?
Not cuddling her.
Not cuddling her.
Yes. Right.
That's
so
so cute.
this has been a couple weeks. Right. Yeah. And then so she goes. I put it on my TV. I'm texting my mates at work because I'm the executive chef at Sunset.
Sunset where?
Sunset Water Sports.
Oh, okay.
And she works for me. And she comes back and she's got a bunch of stuff like groceries, and she's in a fine mood, perfect mood. And then she starts moving around the boat and leaving the door open and stuff. And we've got this AC on here that we just got fixed. And I asked her to stop, and she just starts yelling and throwing shit, man. I'm laying there in the bed, She starts throwing her keys at me. She threw a jar at me.
Any of those items
And at
hit
this
you?
point, it hit me. Yeah.
Exactly. Show me the
She
mark.
threw the keys right there. It didn't really, you know, she's just throwing them in my general direction, like I'm, you know.
Okay.
And then I grab my phone, at which point she takes my phone and leaves. I told her I'm calling the cops.
You
Screaming
specifically
it.
said
There's
you were
cameras all over here.
Okay, got
You
it.
know what I mean? And she takes my phone and leaves.
Okay.
That's my phone.
I know. I was bringing it back
And now
to
I've
you.
lost my debit card. So
Okay.
I've got issues right now.
Okay. All right. Do you have your ID on you real quick?
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
got
you
it.
got it.
You have it? Okay. Can I give that back to
I
you?
just feel like I'm being harassed in my own house,
Now,
and she's been threatening
the-
me, and I'm over it.
The things that have been thrown around, are they still like in the area where they were
It's
thrown?
her keys and stuff, man.
Just
I was in
keys?
bed, yeah.
Okay. So I know that you already told them. Can you just catch me up since I was the last one here?
I woke
you were
up this
sleeping.
morning, she was mad, she left, she come back in a good mood. I asked her to shut the door, because she leaves this door open, we just fixed the AC. She normally complies, because it's our AC, you know what I mean, and we have to spend money to fix it. She'll tell you all this. And then she starts flipping out, and starts throwing stuff at me in the bed. Are you just gonna lay in bed all day? It's my first day off after 4 on, you know what I mean, a 13-hour shifts. Yes, absolutely. She, you know, and she just keeps throwing stuff at me, man. That was it. That was my final straw. I grabbed my phone, tell her I'm calling the cops. She's like, you need to leave, you gotta go. And I'm like, I'm not going anywhere, I'm calling the police. She grabs her phone and leaves.
And when she tried to grab the phone from you, what did you do?
I said, give me my phone, and then she left.
No, there was some sort of like.
I tried to tried to grab my phone as she's leaving out of the causeway, and then she's like, I'm gonna throw it in the water. At which point I'm like, you're on Wi-Fi, you're on camera. Like there's a camera there, why would you do that? And she just leaves. At that point, I go back to bed.
Was there any hands-on pushing, shoving, or anything between the two of you besides for throwing?
She
the
pushed
items
me a
out?
few times, man, when I tried to get out of the bed to get my phone.
Do you have any scrapes, redness, or
No,
anything?
I mean, I'm so hot right now, I couldn't even tell you if I did.
Can I just, for the sake of documentation, I do need to take some pictures of you real quick.
Sure.
It's just gonna be one full face right here, and then also just both your arms
Yeah.
like this.
Look, there's blood right there, man. From her scratching me, dude. This
No.
is just getting really old, man, and she needs to know, someone needs to explain to her this is also my residence.
And you guys both
Okay.
live here together.
We both
right?
live here together.
Yeah. All right.
You know, so throwing stuff is not an option. I don't know what to do. She grabbed a phone off the shelf, I think, because I was going for the phone, and after she sprayed the sink, she turned the sink around and just sprayed me in the bed. And that's where I go for the phone. That's what set me off. It wasn't the keys or the jar.
Why
it was
did
the
she
water
spread,
in the bed.
Why did she spread you with water again?
I don't know. I'm laying in bed, and that was what set her
So-
off. She's like doing stuff and leaving the door open.
So you
and
were
I'm
sleeping.
like,
It's your day off.
Yeah, man.
She came home. You asked her to shut the door,
twice
which
she
she
came
did.
home, and then she left. She left, and it came back. Like she knows what's up, man. She's trying to.
in the morning.
She's gonna persist all day. It's what's gonna happen. She's an alcoholic. I don't. This is a continuation of last night when she was drunk, and I went to bed because I didn't want to deal with her.
Did you verbally say out loud that you planned on calling the police?
Yes, lots. I even screamed it out here. And I was like, and she took the phone. It's on camera, man. And she's like, "No, I'm gonna take the phone." And she laughed, and she's like, "I'm calling the police." And I'm pretty sure I heard her calling as she's walking out the dock. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
So here's what we're obligated to do in the state of Florida when there's an issue of domestic, which you guys don't have to be married. The fact that you guys
I
are in a
understand.
relationship and you live together,
Yeah.
it's enough for it to be domestic.
yeah, I was a paramedic. I get it. Trust me.
If we can determine somebody who is a primary aggressor, we're obligated to make an arrest.
Correct.
Whether or not you down the line decide to press charges or not with the state attorney's office, that's completely up to you. But right now, as of today, we're required to make a choice and make an arrest.
I understand.
Based on what you're telling me right now, and based on what she's already told me, it's going to be her.
I get it. I don't want that to happen.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
I'm just letting you know. I don't want
can't
you to
afford her
freak out or
bond.
whatever.
Like,
So
this
it's,
is-
that's
And
not
she
your
knows.
obligation.
She's got to know this was going to happen, man.
Afterwards, once
We've
she
been
does-
through this like every couple of weeks, man. And it's like I've warned her and warned her. I've
So
never
this
called
isn't
the
the
police.
first time something physical has happened between you guys?
No.
Okay. It's the problem is that things like this don't tend to get better on their own.
I told her if she doesn't love me, just tell me, man, and I would just
Who is she
leave.
with?
Listen, no one. I told her to stay there in the shade.
All right, I'll go
Because I
stay
didn't
with
know.
her.
Yeah.
I don't-
Well, hold on. Just listen, okay? Things like this don't normally get better on their own.
Ooh.
Right? It's not something that you guys
Caliente.
can just wait it out and come away.
It's ridiculously hot. So how long have you two been together? A year. You work together too? It's saying. What does he do?
He works as a chef on the Sunset Bodycam. I work in the office.
So he cooks food. What do you do?
I work in the office.
You work in the office, like do the paperwork and stuff?
Reservations.
Okay. And you've been together, you're saying, for about a year? And you've lived together on that boat for a year?
No, we probably 2 months now.
You moved into that boat 2 months ago? Where did you live before?
We lived together up in Big Cock.
You before you lived together, you just both relocated here to this boat?
Yeah. We were
Because
living in Big Cockpit, and then we found the boat, and then we moved here.
Alright. And these domestic issues, they've happened before, or this is the first time?
No, we fight, and it just gets bad because he shuts everyone down, and I just don't know what to do. It's just like I came back home after a couple of hours thinking that he would be fine, and he still had an attitude.
So eventually, like, you guys, you want to continue being with him, or well, how do you see your
I
two
just don't
future?
understand why he becomes a sometimes. And then when I say it, I mean it just comes out of nowhere. Like yesterday, he woke up in the morning, he was just getting very irritated over very small, tiny things, and I could notice it.
Like what?
Like if something wouldn't shut, he'd get real like, ugh, you know. And I'm like, oh, I can see this is gonna be a bad day.
Maybe he's a perfectionist, you know? Perfectionist, he likes when the stuff, well,
No.
everything is like perfect.
No, he got mad at my brush, like walking the thing. You know, it's just like everything irritates him, and he's very like, I don't know if he's gonna be a time bomb or not. I don't know, like, if he's gonna blow up today or what. I don't know what goes through his head. I try to do so much for him doing stuff, and then he says he does this and he does that, but I'm like, then I feel like you constantly, like I'm your punching bag all the time. Like I have to pick him up at work all the time, and then he's just angry and he's just.
So from what you're describing to me, sounds like a pretty toxic relationship, don't you think?
Yeah, it does.
So you ever considered ending it?
I feel like all my relationships have been toxic one way or another.
How long did your previous relationship last?
I haven't been with anybody in a while.
Oh, okay, so with Joseph, okay. Was he like that in the beginning of the relationship, or he changed through?
I feel like in the beginning we were having fun and everything was good, and you know, of course I understand the honeymoon phase, you know, after a year and stuff. But it just kind of feels like I feel like I'm hated or something. I feel like he's just with me because I don't know, because it's convenient. That's how I feel.
Alright. So, talk to both of you about both of your stories and everything else. Yeah, go ahead and stand up. Actually, can I see your profile? Yeah, here. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back. My what? Yep.
You're being arrested.
Hold on.
You want your cups?
Why am I being arrested?
So,
basically, the deal is you admitted that you initiated the physical contact by throwing water and stuff on him while
That
he was in
makes
bed.
you a primary aggressor.
But at the same time, you also took his phone away from him, which is also illegal when it comes to domestic violence issues. You're not allowed to take somebody else's phone.
Okay.
They have to be able to call for help and everything if they want to. So, alright. So at this point, we're going to put you in my car.
It's a very short ride.
Yeah.
Go around.
You have gloves on you.
I do.
Completely forgot to.
What, do you want to search for?
Yeah.
Okay, what?
I'm going to get your back.
I got it.
Alright.
It's pressing charges.
No.
No, he doesn't have to. In fact, he did not want this. But what I explained to him is in the state of Florida, if we can determine a primary aggressor or somebody who started the physical contact,
Unfortunately, the state presses charges.
yes, the state insists that we take action.
Face card?
You have any, this is a citizen, right? Yeah. So no pockets or anything? Okay. Do you have anything that's going to poke and stick in your hair?
Even though he took his phone out when he broke the TV.
Well,
He damaged my property.
it doesn't matter. If in the course of a domestic or
And
physical
choked
act,
me.
again, we listened to everything that both of you had to say. We looked at, you had your phone, everything else. You take a lot of things into consideration. You admitted that you started the physical interaction by throwing water on him while he was in bed. And like you took his phone. Like I said, people are entitled to the right to call for help if they decide to. Yeah.
62 at least.
Alright, so that's her.
I want their bag, take her back.
Sorry, she's up and grabbed her bag. And I'm like, Joseph said that this isn't the first time something physical has happened between you two.
Mhm.
Is that correct? I'll tell you exactly what I told him. Is these things don't get better on their own.
I know.
So as much as you guys might care about each other and love each other, if it's already to that point, I told him this time it's her, next time it could be him. That we can only make, best educated decisions as far as primary and all that kind of stuff But in the end, somebody's most likely going to be going to jail at the time of a domestic incident, whether it's you or him. And if it's to the point now where people are going to jail, you guys have gotten past the point where you guys can fix it on your own. You guys are going to have to seek outside professional help if you want it to go forward. If you don't, if it's done, then you guys need to start making ways to separate, because that's the only way that this is going to stop. Okay, that's just the nature of the beast. We've been out with several couples who go through this cycle for months and months and months on end. I don't want that to happen to you guys, right? So.
How long am I going to be in jail for?
You should have first appearance sometime tomorrow, but I don't know what time.
Okay. You guys didn't even see how the boat was all torn apart?
Well,
The woman was arrested and charged with domestic violence. If found guilty, what do you think would be a fair sentence? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.